Hey, do I got it working? Is it on? I've been trying to figure this out. I've been trying to figure out the live feature. Ooh, look at this! I need to go and get this shaved. God, I honestly feel like a poor man living in my car right now because that's exactly what's going on. What's going on, Awesome Pig? Thank you very much for that nice comment. That's really, really nice of you. Hi, everybody. So I wanted to do a video today regarding some things that I've been seeing. Hi, wow, that's a lot of highs. Hi, Danny. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Pineapple. What's going on, boss? Boss 31. I love you. All right, so I want to talk about the controversy with the character tier list. All right, and I'm going to do the best that I can to make sure that I remain sort of humble and practice humility. So I saw this little debate going on Reddit right now in the Identity 5 community. So the debate somehow, some way, has thrown my name into it. You know what's so funny is that I try to live a positive life, right? But with that will always come controversy with attention and being on YouTube and stuff. And I'll go on Reddit once in a while to see what people are writing and stuff regarding the game and the content. It's really important to always look at some of the new players and stuff. And occasionally I see my name thrown into arguments and I'm like, I didn't even know about this argument and my name's being thrown into the argument. So, and I wanted to address it. Now, at first I was, hold on. At first I was not going to address it, but then I was like, yo, a little bit of controversy never hurts anybody, right? So here's the argument. Here's what's going on, right? So somebody is going on Reddit and they're going into the Identity 5 communities and they're essentially saying that the reason why there is such a toxic environment in Identity 5 during rank mode in terms of selecting characters is because of me. So the argument is that because I came out with the tier list and the tier guides and stuff, a lot of people, because they didn't know how to play the game and whatnot, they just look at my guide, they pick those characters, they get good at those characters, and then during rank mode, they get mad when other players pick characters who are on the bottom of the tier list. So the argument is that I have destroyed the game. I have made the game worse because I came out with a tier list. And I'm a bad person. So we're going to address a few things with this. So first and foremost, all right, there's a few problems with this argument, okay? Right now I'm living in my car, right? It's just how it works. That's why I'm in my car. I saw these questions, okay? So here's what happens. First and foremost, during season one, Yo Mama, me, Legacy, Nursemaid, we were all top 20 players in arguably one of the most busiest moments in the game. We got really good. We got really good at the game really fast. And a lot of people at that time, this was during a time when people thought that Thief was one of the worst characters in the game, right? People thought Gardener was one of the best characters, right? Everyone thought Thief was bad. And I was on the Discord a lot. And so a lot of people would come in and be like, oh, Thief is so bad. And then, I would be like, oh, I'm doing pretty good with Thief. You should try Thief out. And they were like, oh, well, what's your rank? And I was, in the first 2 months or so, I was within that top 10 for a while. And I was like, oh, So anyways, it got so annoying on the Discord community that it's actually people who told me to stream and people who told me to come out with a YouTube. To this day, I've never asked anybody to like or subscribe any of my videos, ever. Never done it, right? Just because I don't do that. I came out with a character tier list to help people get better at the game. I dedicated you have top gamers out there in different video games who are so egocentric about their own game style and gameplay. And trust me, I can be like that at times, but they don't want to help anybody, and I'm not like that. So the problem is that, first of all, when you come at me about this whole character tier list being toxic, first of all, it helped the community. I gave people objective data instead of you going to global chat and hearing everybody tell you how Gardener is the best character in the game. I'm just like, objectively, we don't see her in top tiers. So the first premise is that you're wrong about the reason and why the character tier list came out was to help people. And for the most part, it gave a lot of people in the community a lot of information about the game without them having to go through the trials that I did to learn the hard way. Second of all, the problem with the argument about the character tier list is when you say, oh, Persuadable is biased, we are all biased. Except the difference is that when I make my character tier list, I literally use as much as I can the scientific method. We look at the data, we look at what's being selected, we look at the numbers, we look at what's being won in top competitive gameplay. We look at the difference between competitive gameplay versus ranked gameplay, and what I mean by that is competitions versus rank, right? They're different. Now that the ban system's coming out, it's a different variable. I am very, very careful about the character tier list. I'm so careful about the character tier list that I have not come out with a new one. I am not going to just come out with one to clickbait you. I'm not going to do it. So I've been very patient. We've had a lot of changes. Okay, it's no secret that I'm very friendly with the devs. I talk to the devs every week. The devs have been gracious enough to offer me a position to do the whole balancing gameplay thing. They want me to be part of the balancing thing now. And I can't accept that offer right now because I'm living in my car trying. Yeah, that's a different story, right? So the idea that we don't just randomly throw character. Our character tier list is so great that the devs have noticed. Okay, and that should speak volumes. Third problem, and this is the most important argument. If you genuinely think that people would not have figured this out without me, it's a dumb argument. Okay? You actually are making me more important than what I consider myself. When you say, Persuadable came out with the character tier list, so he's responsible for... People would have figured it out themselves. I just was one of the first ones to offer hard data to back up my opinion. I saw some of these other YouTubers who just took a bunch of pictures and they just randomly slapped them in tiers, and I'm like, where's the methodology? There's no methodology. You just kind of randomly swung them in tiers, and they're kind of right, but they're kind of wrong, and we're not seeing this in top gameplay at the time. If you genuinely think that this great community would have not figured this out without me, you're vastly mistaken. The only reason why I have 13 or 12,000 subs or whatever is because of the community. So there is no Persuadable without the community. The community doesn't rely on Persuadable. Persuadable relies on the community. Let's get that straight. That's me humbling myself. You're making me sound way more important than what I am, okay? So, and that's a very important argument. If you genuinely think that everybody in this game is so stupid and incompetent that they would not have been able to figure this out without Persuadable, you have a very negative view of the community, the intelligence, the articulation of individuals with their opinions regarding character balance. So you're wrong. The tier list would have came out regardless of whether the Drake and Ben Stiller baby looking guy, hi, that's me, came out with a character tier list. So I'm going to end the video on this, okay? I'm going to end the video. Remember, when I come out with my methodology, I'm talking to you guys. I'm talking to the community. We're getting opinions from other people. I'm not just randomly looking at numbers and randomly slapping things. I talk to a lot of people. On my Discord, we have over 2,000 members. I include all of the top. I go to Team Lamborghini's Discord. Team Lamborghini's who won. That's the Lands and the Dead and back in the day, the Inori DS. So those are primarily the Chinese and Asian American or wherever they locate. Those are the players on the US server. I go to them, I ask them their opinions all the time. Then I go over here, I look at my own experiences, then I talk to other top players. I include iAlien sometimes, he doesn't even know it, Blue Race Car. We talk to Call Me Duty, top players. I'm not just randomly throwing stuff out, okay? When it comes to character selection, okay? When it comes to character selection, it's twofold. When I come out with a character tier list, I don't tell people to tell other people who they should and shouldn't choose. That's up to you. And that's determined based on you and how toxic you want to be as a player. All right? When it comes to rank mode, though, you have a certain responsibility to also not impact the gameplay to other players. I can't give you a solution to this. I'm not trying to fix the problem. What I'm telling you is that it's twofold. You need to be mindful of other people and who they want to play. But you as an individual need to make sure that you're not ruining the rank gameplay of other people. Rank gameplay is the rank up. It's the most competitive thing that this game has. So people are going to take it seriously. Now, if you're taking quick match seriously, then you got a problem. I can't help you with that. You can come to my Discord. Maybe we can talk about it. Quick match, you should always be having fun or experimenting and trying things out. But in rank mode, it's a two-way street. You need to be mindful of other people's game and experiences, but you as an individual need to look at the team and say, what do I bring to the team? You can be a very selfish player, but you cannot reasonably expect other people to just look at that game style and appreciate it. You can say as an individual, I want to play whoever. But those people, if they think that you're choosing a character that's bad for the team, they have the right to say, we don't agree with your play style. And then at that point, you have the right to decide whether you change or not. See, me as an individual, I'm pretty laid back. I'll play whoever I need to if I'm playing with solo. But usually I play with a team, so I don't have to deal with that consequence. I think the people who are being really toxic and being very critical about who they play with in rank mode need to understand that we're about to see more character diversity because of the leaderboards. Now you're going to have that one guy who wants to be the best cowboy in the game, and you have that one guy who's going to want to be the best lawyer in the game and the best gardener in the game. So it needs to be a balance between being mindful of other selections versus making sure that you're not inadvertently ruining people's gameplay. If you disagree with my opinion, that's okay. The world, when you get a degree in science and you work in the healthcare field, I can assure you all we do is disagree with each other. But the world still spins. And so I'm not offering you a solution on how you can quantify what is reasonable, but I can give you the basic premise that make sure that you somehow balance between playing what you want to play versus being mindful to others, and then you just have to balance it out within yourself. And if you go into the team lobby and people are saying, please don't play gardener, and you want to play gardener and you choose to play gardener, then that's fine. They have every right to say, well, that's a really bad choice because statistically speaking, gardener is outplayed by many characters and it would help our chances of winning. And you can ultimately say, I don't care, I want to play with rank mode. My point is that you have the power to either be selfish or to be a team player, or to also make sure you don't get bullied by other people who are trying to tell you who you should play. So it's a two-way street. This side needs to be mindful of this side, and this side needs to be mindful of this side. The ultimate solution, come to my Discord and find a team, and you don't have to deal with any of this garbage. You don't have to deal with any of this garbage. So that's one of the things that I wanted to make this video on. If you genuinely think that a character tier list wouldn't have came out without me, you're wrong. If you think the community is dumb and stupid and filled with intelligible people, you're wrong. And stop trying to blame me for trying to help the community. I feel like it's a lot of these new players who are coming in being like, oh, Persuadable's wrong with this character tier list. You're missing 5-6 months of historical accuracy. And you're missing months of the community when we rallied together to really figure out how do we all get better. So I think that the judgments that I see on Reddit sometimes, I think you guys are being I think you're being hypocritical, and I think you're being hypercritical. So, hey Senpai, what do you think when I played with you on Identity 5? What I am saying is, how do you think of my gameplay? I actually do not remember. I've been playing a lot of gameplay, experimenting a lot of new things. I was playing Mind's Eye a lot. Right now I think I'm ranked 3rd for Mind's Eye, but because I don't really have a home to stay in, I can't play rank right now. Even though the Wi-Fi is good enough for me to go on live feed, I tried to play rank, and unfortunately I can't find a location near me with the Wi-Fi good enough. So yeah. Let's see. Will you do boot camp again anytime soon? Probably not for a while. Hey, Persuadable, where can I get your Discord link? Oh, you can check on all the various channels for sure. Dude, the pixels are so messed up, it looks like you're a glitch. Yeah, it's probably my Wi-Fi right now. Hey, Persuadable, what are the new ranking for the survivors? I will be coming out with a new rank system for the survivors. I promise you, okay? I promise you. But ultimately, again, I want you guys to be mindful of other people who they select, but I also want other people to be mindful of the characters that they select, because when it comes to rank mode, people want to win. And just kind of keep that in mind. It's a balance. I can't quantify it. You need to figure that out within yourselves. So, on that note, I want to thank you all for being such a great community. You guys really are great people. You guys are really great people. I appreciate the support. And yeah, we'll come out with a hunter tier list. We'll come out with a character tier list, a survivor tier list. It'll definitely come out. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video because I wanted it to remain on the subject matter at which we discussed. And hopefully I can see you guys soon, okay? Bye, guys.